Arranging the kitchen while questioning overthinking. Welcome to the very first episode of Backstaged. So, what are we doing today? We are arranging the kitchen while questioning why do we overthink so much? Disclaimer, English is not my first language. I have to say this is not a fact, but I do feel like we overthink so much and everything. I mean everything. I'm not even noticing that I'm overthinking because I got used to it. It's like, okay, I'm overthinking. Yeah, obviously I'm overthinking that because all of us are overthinkers. Maybe, I don't know. To be honest, I'm not sure it's even a good thing. I feel like it has to do a lot with social media, obviously, like a lot of other things, but it's not a point. I feel like because we know too much, we overthink too much because we have a lot of information in our heads and we're like, okay, it's like we need to do something with it, right? In a way. It's like somebody taught us to overthinking and to overanalyze because maybe we should. I don't know. I can tell you about myself that I find myself many of the times overthinking and overanalyzing almost every situation and about everything so much, almost everything at this point. It can be situations, it can be people, it can be what I want to do with my future. Where do I want to go today? And I have to say, I'm tired. It's exhausting, and we all know that it's exhausting when we keep doing that. Why? Tell me why. Tell me why. No, but seriously, only if I had an answer to why are we doing this? Like, who made us do that, or did we make it ourselves? Well, I feel like I'm kind of venting, but that's the whole point of this video, kind of. I don't know if you can relate. If you can relate, just say it. We've got a lot of information in our heads that it's like we know the answers to almost everything. It feels like before any decision we make or other people make, before even saying something to someone, and I'm not saying it's a completely bad thing to overthink because yes, sometimes you need to think before you decide something and before you say something, but overdoing that and doing that too much and for everything, sometimes just go and do it because it's life. Sometimes it just feels like we're not fully honest because we overthink that, which is not a bad thing to think about what you're gonna say, yes, but not all of the time. Because if you're having conversations and if you want to be honest with people, sometimes you just go with your emotions and that's okay. Not only that we do it before, we do it after. And I feel like the after may be causing more problems than the before. After a situation happened, you're just overthinking it. And that situation wasn't necessarily bad. Like, why do we overthink that? Are we even noticing that we're overthinking? For example, I can tell you that there are many times that I'm just not noticing it, that I'm doing that. Because we got used to it. We got used to the fact that we overthink. And like, if you don't overthink, are you okay? Are you okay? Because it's kind of been normalized. Yeah, I'm an overthinker. Of course, like all of us. Please. Don't you feel exhausted? I mean, not only from this, life in general. Okay, I'm not trying to be disappointing here. Can we stop doing that? And I don't mean all the time. Just for the times that it's not necessary. Do you even believe that we can do it? I mean, it's like I don't believe that we can even let it go or not do it. And sometimes it also feels like it's wrong if you're not overthinking. Like, what is wrong with you? I'm kidding. Obviously, nothing is wrong with you. I wish I wasn't overthinking everything so much, but it feels like we kind of like normalized it in a way. And now we don't even know how to stop. Can we stop? I don't know. And I remember that after something good happened, I was sitting by myself, overthinking that. Nothing went wrong. So why did I do that? And I feel like I'm not the only one. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I've been talking to other people and it seems like they also have that. And it's not me. I'm not the only problem. We're not a problem, okay? Looking good. It's really hard to talk and do things together, you know? It's not the easiest. It's not. Anyways, please tell me if I'm the only one, even though I know I'm not the only one. What am I? Just so comfortable. Okay. Maybe I need to be professional. No, I don't. I feel like this conversation would be more interesting if there was another person here. But for now, there isn't, but I might have some guests in the next episodes, so stay tuned. As I'm talking to you, I'm overthinking what I'm talking to you, even though I don't need to. I know that might sound like we all got insane. Maybe we did. But is it truly social media's fault? I'm not even sure, but I feel like it takes a huge part. Yes, in our lives, but also here we know what could happen. What? Do you see? It's not in the middle. It drives me crazy. It's like it's not in the middle. Let's give an example. Makeup. Even though I barely wear makeup, if at all. Like currently I have sunscreen. Even like thinking about, what lip gloss should I wear for tonight? If I'm going out tonight, let's say like that. And recently I saw many videos of like, what's your shade? What's your undertone? What's your season, color, palette, whatever. Then you're thinking to yourself, what is it? No, but this is gonna be too much. No, this is not in my color palette. They say not to mix these two colors. I don't know if you can relate, but if some of you can relate to that, that was one of the examples. Maybe social media created, because how do we know that? If not social media. That was a girl that posted a video about it, kind of explaining how it works. And then I remember myself like getting more and more and getting deep into this, like finding out what's my season. And then I couldn't find my season. And I was like, no, but I need to find it. And I'm like, okay, I'm 2 seasons. And then I wanted to be this season more. Can I want to be? No, I need to be. Like I need to be one. Like I have to decide. But why? I can just wear whatever color I want. If it fits me, it fits. If no, okay, that's also fine. Overthinking about my color palette. If I love it, I love it. If it fits me, and if I like how it looks on me, I'm gonna wear it. And it doesn't matter, it's not in my color palette. I'm not angry. I have to say that, because you think I'm just like, no, I'm fine. Sometimes it's just frustrating, you know, and just exhausting. It can sound crazy when you say it out loud. Yeah, sounds crazy when I say it out loud, to be honest. Another one. And I just want to know, like, tell me if I'm not the only one. I don't know, just say something that happens to you. I don't know, give me an example. Whatever. If it's like normal that we like, all of us, obviously overthink that. Or maybe I'm just taking it too far. Then I'm gonna go to the corner to cry. Never mind. I'm kidding. Do not overthink that too, okay? I'm just saying whatever. You don't have to agree. You don't have to connect. You don't have to watch it. It's just me sharing basically things that maybe we don't talk about them so much, or we're just not talking about them at all. This is what kind of Backstaged is. That's what I created it for. Just a place where we can just share things and questions that we usually keep like backstage, that we don't talk about them. All of the conversations and all of the things that we don't maybe want to talk, or maybe just afraid or have no one to talk to. For all of the thoughts that we just don't say out loud, what we usually keep backstage in our lives. And we don't have to do it anymore, you know, because there is a room to share. There is a room to think together, to just brainstorm and to just comment, and other people will say like, oh, I totally feel you. And I totally get it, I understand, I'm like that too. And maybe we should, maybe we shouldn't, I don't know. I feel like I needed to say it. Maybe others can relate and maybe not, that's also fine. I feel like this could be a safe space, because maybe you don't feel safe to even say that. Maybe to yourself also. Feel free to share, to think out loud, to comment, to say anything nicely. kindly, be kind. We do not want to hurt each other's feelings. We're not doing this. Tell me what you think about this kind of video or this in general. Like, we can do a whole conversation in the comments, just saying. And please, whatever you're about to comment, to say, to question, keep it a safe space for all of us. And we do not want to make other people feel bad, not about themselves and not about their thoughts when it might be differently from you. I do have a final question for you about this topic. When do you find yourself overthink the most? For me, that happens at night. Right before I go to bed, I feel like that's the part of my day that I overthink the most, even though I feel like my whole life I overthink. You can comment below yours. Let's see if we're twins. And if you don't have the energy to comment, you don't have to. You can just put an emoji of your vibe of this video. So I guess that's it. Okay, see you in the next episode. Bye!